Have you looked at your fingernails today? Not because they need trimming or polishing, but because they could be trying to tell you something far more important. Most people glance at their hands every day without realizing that their nails quietly record changes happening deep inside the body. Long before pain begins, before a cough becomes persistent, or before fatigue becomes impossible to ignore, your fingernails may already be displaying subtle warning signs. These tiny details are easy to dismiss, yet they have helped doctors identify serious health problems months before obvious symptoms appeared. The question is simple. If your body has been trying to send you a message, would you even notice it? Throughout my years of working with patients, I have seen countless cases where a simple change in the nails pointed toward an underlying condition that had gone completely unnoticed. Some people believed the changes were caused by aging. Others blamed stress, cold weather, or vitamin deficiencies. But after proper testing, the truth was often much more significant. Conditions affecting the lungs, liver, heart, blood, thyroid, and immune system can all leave fingerprints on your nails. The remarkable part is that these clues often appear before many traditional warning signs develop. That makes your fingernails one of the easiest health indicators you can examine without expensive equipment or medical tests. Unfortunately, most routine checkups never include a careful nail examination. Doctors usually focus on symptoms that already exist, blood pressure readings, or laboratory results. Prevention often receives far less attention than treatment. Yet your body constantly provides information if you know where to look. Your nails are like a timeline, quietly documenting what has been happening inside your body over the past several months. Every change in color, texture, thickness, or growth pattern can tell part of that story. Before we begin decoding these signals, let's clear up one of the biggest health myths that refuses to disappear. You've probably heard someone say that little white spots on your fingernails mean you're lacking calcium. Maybe a parent told you this years ago, or perhaps you read it online. It sounds convincing, but modern medical research has shown that this belief is simply incorrect. Those tiny white spots have almost nothing to do with calcium deficiency. Instead, they usually develop after very small injuries to the nail while it is growing beneath the skin. Most people never even remember bumping their finger, yet months later, the tiny white mark finally reaches the visible part of the nail. Believing that old myth causes another problem. When people assume every nail change has a simple explanation, they may ignore the warning signs that actually deserve attention. Some nail changes are completely harmless, but others can signal nutritional deficiencies, circulation problems, chronic disease, or even life-threatening illnesses. Learning the difference could help you recognize an issue much earlier than you otherwise would. To understand why your nails reveal so much, you first need to understand how they grow. The hard surface you see isn't alive. It forms beneath the skin inside a specialized area called the nail matrix. This tiny growth center is extremely sensitive to everything happening throughout your body. If your nutrition changes, your circulation slows, inflammation develops, or certain organs begin struggling, the matrix responds by producing nails that look different. Because fingernails grow slowly, taking several months to replace themselves completely, each section acts like a historical record of your recent health. Think of your nails as a diary your body writes automatically. Every ridge, discoloration, groove, or unusual shape may represent an event that happened weeks or even months ago. Most people never realize they're carrying a detailed health timeline on the tips of their fingers every single day. Healthy nails are built primarily from keratin, a tough structural protein that also forms your hair. However, nail keratin is arranged much more tightly, creating a durable protective surface. Small amounts of natural moisture and healthy oils remain trapped between these layers, giving nails their smooth appearance and slight shine. As people grow older, dehydration becomes increasingly common because the sensation of thirst naturally decreases. Without enough water, those protective layers begin losing flexibility. Nails may become dull, rough, or develop tiny cracks long before someone realizes they aren't drinking enough fluids. Beneath the nail plate lies a network of tiny blood vessels responsible for the healthy pink color we expect to see. These vessels reflect what's happening throughout the entire body. Changes in oxygen levels, blood quality, and circulation can all alter the appearance of your nails. That's why careful observation can reveal much more than cosmetic concerns. In the next part, we'll begin examining the specific colors, shapes, and patterns that could reveal important clues about your health. And some of them may surprise you. If you're finding this information valuable, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with me, because the next warning sign could be the one that helps protect your health or someone you love. Stop for just 5 seconds and look at your fingernails. Not tomorrow, not after this video, right now. What if I told you those tiny pieces of keratin at the ends of your fingers could reveal health problems months before your body feels any pain? It sounds unbelievable, but modern medicine has confirmed again and again that your nails often change long before serious diseases announce themselves through obvious symptoms. While most people see nothing more than chipped polish, dry cuticles, or cosmetic imperfections, experienced physicians see something entirely different. They see clues. Tiny warning signs that can point toward problems affecting your lungs, liver, heart, thyroid, blood, or immune system. The frightening reality is that many people miss these signals simply because they never knew they existed. Imagine discovering a serious illness while it's still small enough to treat successfully, instead of finding it after symptoms become impossible to ignore. That has happened more times than most people realize. There have been countless cases where unusual nail changes appeared weeks or even months before patients experienced fatigue, pain, breathing problems, or any other obvious complaint. Their bodies were already speaking. The only problem was that no one was listening. Your fingernails are much more than a protective covering for your fingertips. They are one of the few places on your body where internal health can quietly leave visible evidence for anyone willing to pay attention. The healthcare system is excellent at treating illness once it has become obvious, but prevention often receives far less attention. During a routine appointment, your blood pressure may be checked, your heart may be examined, and laboratory tests may be ordered if necessary. Yet very few people ever receive a careful examination of their nails, despite the incredible amount of information they can provide. That means one of the simplest health assessments available is often completely overlooked. Fortunately, you don't need expensive equipment to begin noticing these changes. All you need is good lighting, a few minutes of observation, and the knowledge to understand what you're looking at. Before we explore the warning signs, we need to eliminate one of the biggest myths that has confused generations of people. You've probably heard someone say that little white spots on the nails are caused by calcium deficiency. It's one of those health beliefs that has been repeated so often that many people accept it without question. But medical research tells a very different story. Those tiny white marks almost never have anything to do with calcium. In most cases, they appear because the nail matrix, the area where your nail is formed beneath the skin, experienced a tiny injury weeks or even months earlier. You may have bumped your finger, pressed too hard against something, or accidentally damaged the growing nail without ever noticing it. By the time that small injury becomes visible, you've already forgotten it happened. The danger isn't believing one harmless myth. The real danger is assuming every nail change has an equally harmless explanation. Some changes truly are insignificant, but others deserve immediate attention. The challenge is knowing which is which. That's why understanding the basics of nail health is so important. A simple observation made at the right time could encourage someone to seek medical advice before a condition becomes far more difficult to treat. Your fingernails grow from a small but incredibly active area hidden beneath the skin called the nail matrix. Every day, new cells are produced there and slowly pushed forward until they become the hard nail you see. Because this process takes several months, each nail preserves a record of your body's recent history. If your nutrition changes, your circulation weakens, inflammation develops, or an organ begins struggling, the matrix may produce nails that look different. In many ways, your nails function like a biological timeline, quietly recording events that occurred long before you noticed anything unusual. The nail itself is built primarily from keratin, an extremely strong protein arranged in tightly packed layers. Between those layers are tiny amounts of moisture and natural oils that keep healthy nails smooth, flexible, and slightly shiny. As people age, dehydration becomes increasingly common because the body's natural thirst response gradually weakens. Many older adults simply don't drink enough water without realizing it. Over time, nails may become dry, dull, brittle, or develop fine cracks. Not simply because of age, but because the body is lacking the hydration it needs to maintain healthy tissues. Beneath every nail lies a network of tiny blood vessels that gives healthy nails their soft pink appearance. These blood vessels constantly reflect what's happening throughout your body. Changes in oxygen levels, blood circulation, nutrient delivery, and even organ function can all alter the appearance of your nails. That's why doctors who understand these patterns often pay close attention to even the smallest details. And this is only the beginning. In the next part, we're going to uncover the specific colors, shapes, and patterns that could reveal some of the earliest warning signs of serious health conditions. If you don't want to miss information that could one day protect your health or the health of someone you love, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and stay with us until the very end, because the next sign might be the one that changes everything. Now that you understand why your nails deserve more attention, it's time to learn how to read the messages they may already be sending. Every fingernail carries a history of your body's health, but the key is knowing which changes are harmless and which ones should never be ignored. A single glance isn't enough. You need to know exactly what you're looking for, because the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. Your nails don't grow overnight. From the moment new cells are produced beneath the cuticle until they reach the tip of your finger, the process usually takes 4 to 6 months. That means every nail is like a living timeline, preserving months of information about your body. If something disrupted your nutrition, circulation, metabolism, or immune system weeks ago, your nails may still be carrying evidence of it today. Unlike many other parts of the body that change quickly, your nails reveal a slower, more complete story. They quietly record events that you may have already forgotten. One reason nails are such reliable indicators is because of where they grow. Hidden beneath the skin is the nail matrix, the factory responsible for producing every new layer of your nail. This tiny structure depends on a healthy supply of oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and blood circulation. Whenever one of those systems begins struggling, the quality of the nail being produced changes as well. Sometimes the change is subtle. Other times, it's impossible to miss. Either way, the nail often becomes one of the first places where internal problems leave visible evidence. Healthy nails are made mostly from keratin, a tough protein that also forms your hair. But unlike hair, nail fibers are packed tightly together, creating a hard protective surface. Between these layers are microscopic amounts of water and natural oils that keep the nail flexible and smooth. When your body becomes dehydrated, those protective layers begin losing moisture. Instead of appearing glossy and healthy, the nails become dry, rough, and more likely to crack. Many people blame frequent hand washing or cold weather, but dehydration is often the hidden cause, especially as people grow older and naturally drink less water than their bodies require. Nutrition also plays a major role. Your body constantly needs proteins, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats to build strong nails. When those nutrients become limited, nail growth begins changing long before other symptoms appear. This is why doctors sometimes notice nutritional deficiencies simply by examining a patient's hands. The body always prioritizes essential organs first. Hair, skin, and nails receive whatever resources remain. If supplies begin running low, these tissues often show the earliest warning signs. Another important feature lies beneath the nail itself. The pink color you normally see isn't actually the nail. It comes from thousands of tiny blood vessels underneath the nail plate. These capillaries continuously deliver oxygen and nutrients to the surrounding tissue. When oxygen levels fall, circulation slows, or blood quality changes, your nail color changes as well. Healthy nails should appear evenly pink with a smooth surface. Any significant shift toward white, blue, gray, yellow, or dark brown deserves closer attention because each color may point toward a completely different underlying condition. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming every nail change is caused by aging.